Want to say Colorado, how about Shimmy Shai Bar Shemerka Kodash Toba honest to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the I went by way preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. And basically what I want to speak on today is this man, the so-called white man, yeah, who's known as Esau in the scriptures, yeah. See? And that is one of the most destructive force in existence. You know what I mean? And he's the one who always go about and, you know, letting it seems like he's trying to make things better. You know what I mean? And more peaceful. And no impression they give off. But in reality, he's totally destructive, man. Totally, man. You know what I mean? He always have all these plans to make things better, but everything him do, seeing, is just straight destruction. You know what I mean? So what I want to speak upon, basically, this cracker have a agenda what you call Agenda 2030 or Agenda 21, basically, with a theme by the name of sustainable development. Now, under this theme, basically, they're so-called gonna address every sector of life, basically. You know what I mean? Make it better and sustainable according to what them claim. But when you look on the underground, when you look on the behind the scenes, what really take place under these goals basically is nothing to make things better, but more of a method to keep the lesser people or the goyim in control, yeah? Since none of these goals basically is beneficial for the people on the planet, man. Seeing, because at the end of the day, the Fortune 500 companies, at the end of the day, all the companies are controlled by the elite of the so-called white man, seeing how continuously do what they are doing, you know what I mean, in order for generate wealth, you know what I mean, and for control the planet, man, you know what I mean, which basically them destroy the planet to the level right now where it seems like it's unrepairable. So them need to buy some time that them can so-called visit other planets to go do the same thing, man. You know what I mean? You have this program where you have Elon Musk now talking about going to Mars. You know what I mean? Because the so-called white man know the mess what them do, and them don't intend. You know what I mean? They don't intend to stop creating this mess, man, what them create on the earth. You know what I mean? You have bees dying out, the bees dying out. You know what I mean? You have the wild fish dying off. You know what I mean? The air is polluted. The food is messed up. The land basically is worn out. You know what I mean? Because none of the laws of the Most High them not keep, man. You know what I mean? None of the statutes and the judgments of the Lord our Bashim Yawasha is not being kept. You know what I mean? We can find a precept here. We can match up to that, even that subject. You know, let's see if we can find a precept here. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. This is Isaiah 24:5. So the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. You know what I mean? Because as we said, the earth right now, it's worn out. You know what I mean? There's no land Sabbath, nothing like that. You know what I mean? So all the minerals them that's supposed to be being replenishing the earth, the so-called white man give the earth no chance to replenish. And on top of that, every single thing this man basically destroy, man, like the water, the trees, everything. Look, man. Alright, let me just get down into business, because what we want to speak about right now is one of them Fortune 500 companies, man, and I want to go by the name of GE. You know what I mean? And just get a brief, basically give a brief history on GE and how it start, because this is one of the elite.
Hi, welcome to another Cold Fusion video. General Electric, one of the largest and well-known multinational conglomerates. From medicine and aviation to energy and kitchen appliances, it's safe to say that they do a fair bit. But how did the company begin, and just how big is it? And what about the deeper story? Are there any other lesser known secrets that we should know about General Electric? Let's begin.
And honestly, you don't know what you've been missing until you get this wonderful GE combination. We didn't. We didn't have this separate freezer section with a separate door and a freezing system all its own.
General Electric, or GE, was founded by Thomas Edison in 1889 when he merged many businesses into just one corporation. He did this with the help of JP Morgan and Anthony Drexel.
Alright, so you know that by seeing these men, names pop up as a foundation of this company basically, especially this one here, you know that the elites, seeing the world banking elites, they are the ones who own companies such as GE, man. You know what I mean? So you can see from the get-go. See? So this is why the reason why this company basically can do what it did and get away with it, such as the building nuclear power plants all over the world and even building it on a fault line. And speaking of even the one down here in Japan, man, that caused the Fukushima incident. Let me just play something. I'll play a video basically show you what's really been going on down there in Japan with this Fukushima incident. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find a video showing what really going on. Because this man basically, seeing, is not held responsible up to this time for all we do upon the earth, man. And guess what? There's a judge in the heavens who is gonna pay you. You know what I mean? Who is gonna, seeing, sentence you for all the things that you do on the planet, man. You know what I mean? And that sentence is gonna be very destructive. It's gonna be a death sentence. But anyway, let me find this video. Yeah, this is the Fukushima power plant over there in Japan. You know what I mean? When that tsunami and earthquake happened over there in Japan, there was a meltdown. Seeing so right now, basically the whole ocean basically has been now radiated. You know what I mean? Peoples on the planet is being radiated. And this is basically a update to basically show you the result of what happened from the Fukushima incident and how destructive this man technology is to the planet, man. You know what I mean? Because based after what this video right here, summarized from this video right here, there's no fixing for the problem what the so-called white man caused with this nuclear plant, man. You know what I mean? So who's gonna pay for all of this, man? Yeah? Who's gonna pay for all this destructive mess that the so-called white man create? Let me play this video right here and just see if we can get some pointers out of it.
We were told 3 partial meltdowns, don't worry about it. Now we know it was 100% core melt in all 3 reactors.
Japan is by orders of magnitude many times worse than Chernobyl.
TEPCO is like the little Dutch boy. All of a sudden we have cracks in the dike. You put a finger here, you put a finger there, and all of a sudden new leaks start to occur, and they're overwhelmed. Literally making it up as they go along. We're in totally uncharted territories. You get any nuclear engineering book, look at the last chapter, and this scenario is not contained in the last chapter of any nuclear engineering textbook on the planet Earth. So they're making...
So these men create a problem that cannot be contained, man. Poison the whole planet, man. With nuclear radiation, with certain isotopes, we're supposed to be exposed to as a human being, man. And it's spreading all over the planet, yeah? See? Let's skip out some of this and play some important pointers.
Your cores are.
We stand on the apex of the food chain. You can't taste these radioactive elements, you can't see them, and you can't smell them. We're silent.
The problem is not really under control.
It will not be under control for, it's estimated, between 40 and 100 years from now.
Does not.
So these men cannot resolve the problem with them costs, man. And then guess what? These plants are being run all over the planet same way. You know what I mean? And because them have money, them can just use their money basically and get them set up anywhere on the planet where they want, get it set up, man. There's no regulations when it come on to GE and them power plants, man. Because it's elite owned. And then the so-called white man have the nerve I talk about sustainable development, man. When he's the one who basically seeing doing the things them are destroying the earth, and it make it seems like the regular man on the earth, no I'm gonna talk about carbon emission and all them shit, you know what I mean? A targeting the regular man. You know what I mean? Who don't have industries, basically. That's the one that we're gonna target now with them when they want to bring in a carbon tax or whatsoever. You know what I mean? Playing like he want to make the world a better place. When him are the one destroying the earth, man. With the major corporations. Let me play this some more.
No way to clean it up. They say 40 years, but they can't clean it up. They can't.
So this thing cannot be contained, man. Yeah? It cannot be contained. And it basically what happening now, it killing all the fishes. You know what I mean? It's destroying one whole ocean, man. Radiation level is the brother I do the test. Someone supposed to be under 100. Now it gone up to
128.
to
144.
300, basically.
162, still climbing.
And this is off the coast of California, man.
194. 222. 240. 264. 262. 270. 284. 286. 292.
No, you have organic
In
life
Washington
dying
state,
out.
hundreds of thousands of birds were dead on Washington state shoreline at Twin Harbor State Park. Starfish are dying by the millions up and down the west coast. And Canada's west coast sardine population has completely collapsed. Many say this is due to the fact that radiation is killing much of the food supply for the marine population.
Water samples have tested positive from Tillamook Bay in Oregon as well as Gold Beach in Oregon. And they tested positive for a radioactive isotope called cesium-134. Now, according to scientists, any cesium-134 that is present in the Pacific Ocean has come directly from Fukushima.
Radioactive fish found off the United States has raised fears the country's food chain is polluted, and the Fukushima nuclear disaster is being blamed. Highly toxic cesium-134, the fingerprint of Fukushima.
The number of fall Chinook salmon predicted to return to the river this year is the lowest on record.
TEPCO sent engineers to recalibrate the water levels in reactor number 1, and they found that all the fuel in the core had melted down. Engineers don't know for sure, but anecdotal evidence doesn't bode well. They've been pumping thousands of tons of water to try to cool it, yet the water level is too low to run an emergency cooling system.
You know what I mean?
That means the water is escaping somewhere, and it's probably into the center of the earth. According to Japanese officials, the government
and basically what this man is saying that this thing is spreading all over, man. Appearing all rivers and all them thing. You know what I mean? To show you what this man is doing, man. And there's no way to get these things under control. Seeing so to the level where this man destroyed the earth, it is uninhabitable. It's gonna be uninhabitable if it wasn't for the Lord, the Yahweh Shai, who will come back and fix back everything, man, and get rid of this cracker, man. You know what I mean? Now this man create a situation that is unfixable by men. You know what I mean? It's so detrimental. It can wipe out all organic life on the planet. You know what I mean? Luckily the Lord, Yahweh Shai, have a different plan. This is what it's saying in Matthew 24 and 22. It says, except those days shall be shortened, or there should no flesh be saved, man. It says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for the Lord, no flesh would not be saved, man. To the rate where this man is going. You know what I mean? Him have wars fighting all over. You know what I mean? Him create all different type of chaotic situations. The fishes feeling it, the birds feeling it, the animals feeling it. You know what I mean? Everything, the trees feeling it, man. Under this man. And him Fortune 500 companies because them are the ones them destroying the earth, man. And them get penalized for it. Them don't get penalized for it, man. Let me finish the precept here. You say, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You know what I mean? Man, a parasite to existence, man. Straight up parasite. Yeah? And guess what? As we said, these companies don't get penalized any at all. Them have the money, them use their money, and they do whatsoever them doing, man. See, a matter of fact, them not have to pay nobody because them have to answer to nobody, yeah? Them themselves running everything. Yeah?
It's about the Mark I reactor and, you know, your understanding of what happened back then with these engineers and how General Electric has been able to, you know, spread this reactor to all corners of the globe with really, you know, no consequence. I mean, we saw Greenpeace had started a petition to make General Electric and Hitachi and maybe a couple others of the service providers actually pay for the damage there, but has there...
And that is nothing to them. If you want some money, see, we'll give us some money, but we react to them anyway. On the plan, we feel like we want to set them. And these men, even what happened, there's no contingency plan. If one of the reactor them something happen to it like what a Fukushima. You know what I mean? Them not care about consequences if something go wrong with the reactor them, man. You know what I mean? Yo, look, man, this man, hey. This man have to go, man. Let me just get some precept. You know what I mean? Cause things like them here make we know who the so-called white man is, man. Seeing? The scripture they already tell we. You know what I mean? I know him a manifest, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm gonna get that precept here. 2 Thessalonians 2. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, that day shall not come except there being a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now look upon already a perdition, because hey, this is the word perdition. Let me play the audio here.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia. Apoleia.
Apoleia, which is from the Greek. It's a destroying, utterly destruction, utter destruction. See? Of vessels. A perishing, ruin, destruction. So the so-called white man, who is the son of perdition, seeing, is the son of destruction. Seeing? Wasteness and desolation, man. This is what this man is all about. You know what I mean? So it's been revealed now with incidents such as the Fukushima, you know what I mean? The atomic bomb when created, you know what I mean? The chemtrailing, the GMOs, you know what I mean? You know, the destruction of the people, the morals, and everything where sustain life on the planet. You know what I mean? So this man is being exposed as that person. You know what I mean? Let me continue. Okay. Let say, who opposeth and exalted him. This verse is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 4. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showeth himself that he is God. Because this man right now, he do everything in his power to discredit the scriptures, discredit the Bible, seeing the existence of the Heavenly Father or his Son. Him do everything for divert people from that, from even thinking that there's a God exists, coming up with things such as Big Bang Theory. You know what I mean? This evolution madness. You know what I mean? Saying that the earth exists so much in millions and billions of years ago. You know what I mean? Him exalt himself and oppose with everything what the Heavenly Father said. Even what the scripture said. Going against the law of them, seeing 100%. So we know by this that the so-called white man is the son of perdition, man. Seeing? Remember, ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know, what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So this man is being revealed right now. See? This man is being revealed right now. You know what I mean? That is nothing but somebody who is a parasite on the planet, destroying the planet, man. Let me just get the next precept here right away. See, you know, make this thing too long. Yeah. See, this is Revelation. This is Revelation 11 and 18. It said, and the nations were hungry. I'm sure them Japanese over there in Japan is hungry right now, because there's a report coming out say, many people over there, even though the video you're watching, it tells us many people over there suffering from thyroid problems, man. Thyroid cancer is on the rise. You know what I mean? Over there in Japan. You know what I mean? So you have people dying now from thyroid problems, man. You know what I mean?
What's worse, it appears that strontium-90 is also coming out in the water proportionally at a higher level than cesium-137. Strontium is an element known as the bone seeker. It deposits itself in bone and bone marrow, resulting in cancers later in life.
In northern Japan, near Fukushima, the thyroid cancer rate or thyroid radiation rates were 1 in a million. Today, they have tested over 14,000 children out of 44,000 that have it. That is 35% thyroid radiation rates.
Even this feature right here, it's tell about the thyroid, or thyroid skyrocket, thyroid problems, thyroid cancer, by the way, skyrocket over there in Japan, man. So guess what? I'm sure that them people over there in Japan right now, them hungry, man. So I say the nations are hungry. You know what I mean? Because of this man, this man, yeah. And the wrath is come, and that, see, and the time of the dead, which is them nations, basically, that they should be judged, especially the so-called white man, see, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, see, and the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth. You know what I mean? So who is these men that destroy the earth, man? See, look on that already here, destroy. I'll play it here.
Strong's G 1311. Diaphthyro. Diaphthyro.
You said to change for the worse. Hey, you know all them, what they want be moral changes, you know what I mean, whatsoever. What they want be them sustainable development, it's going to be changed for the worse, man. It's nothing better, man. All them goals here is not to make things better, man. Everything right here, not go according to the law or how the Heavenly Father set things to go. Yeah, you have fishes right here that is dying out from radiation. But anyway, you know, them are going to prevent the small fishermen now from catch fish, you know. While the corporations them can catch all the fish and sell all the fish. That's all them plan for do in that agenda there. But let me go back to this. Yeah. It's of the minds and morals, because who is pushing homosexuality? Who is pushing bestiality and pedophilia and all them things upon the planet, man? Who is telling the woman of more rights than what the Bible says she's supposed to have, man? Or freedom more than what the Bible says she's supposed to have, man? The so-called white man, yeah? To destroy, to ruin. See? And all I can see on the planet right now is ruin, man. Destroyed cities, families being destroyed, everything is being destroyed on the planet, man. Fishes being destroyed. See? The soil is being destroyed, the water is being destroyed, the air is being destroyed, and bring to ruin, to consume. Because all this man basically drilling crude oil out of the earth, you know what I mean, for supplies, industrialized thirst, basically. You know what I mean? Fuel is wealth. That's why he continue to consume the planet, man. You know what I mean? Of bodily vigor and strength. So this man destroy the strength of the earth, destroy the strength of people. You know what I mean? They are using all his endeavors, man. That's what this man, the result of this man, what he's doing. That when there's no better result, even every time some white man come up with something better when there's no result. No more come out with 5G, but basically millimeter waves basically we're gonna mess up. You know what I mean? Your body, man. You know what I mean? This man is detrimental and him don't care. Him just gonna put out millimeter waves, seeing, just to get him agenda across. Then him have the nerve to talk about sustainable development. You know what I mean? And there is so much in research done show that millimeter waves seen is very dangerous and detrimental to the body, man. Which is them microwave type technology shit. You know what I mean? Many warnings out there, and this man going full ahead with this 5G technology, man. Saying so, hey, that's the so-called white man fear, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. So with that, we say, Kalalal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Raka Kodash, double honors to the apostles of greatness to and Shalom.